What's it look like I'm doing? Fighting the power.
Okay, so you can see Gregory MD House is playing Fight the Power Back to this patient. I don't really give a fuck about this guy. Who is this guy? He looks like if Matt Damon was in the hospital. What is this? For his ears? He's using a boombox. To Fight the Power Back which is by Public Enemy, you know. He back? He's back? Another month break? He's back? I'm back after another month break. I don't really know why I keep taking month breaks. I keep saying I'm going to make another rhetorical analysis video like I did on DJ Academics, but specifically on how male sexual assault victims are portrayed in fictional pieces of work, in which I would go over Denji and Chainsaw Man, Huey and the Boys, Guts and Berserk, Mark and Invincible, and there's one more. I can't remember off the top of my head. Actually, no, that's all of them. But I was gonna also because Denji kind of happened like 3 times because Denji's Denji. So I was gonna go through each time it happened in Denji and how fans react to that, which in turn is kind of like an encapsulation of how male sexual assault victims are portrayed in real life as well as fiction, as these fictional characters and all these cornballs on the internet like that should have been me. Like, these are fictional characters and you're downplaying their trauma. And real people who this has happened to them are seeing this happen to fake people, and they're like, I shouldn't say it then because they're just going to say the same thing to me. Hence, I was going to do rhetorical analysis. I'm still working on it. I have the script finished. I have all my photos ready to record, kind of how I'm doing this. I need to fix the green screen. I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling right now. In today's video, I recently got a new actually, let's restart that story. So, I'm going to be moving in with some friends from school in about a month and a half. I collect a lot of stuff. I collect Pokemon cards. I collect manga. I'll just grab. Oh, don't want that phone. Here's my Otakue. Love is hard for otaku. I used to collect Funko Pops. I don't anymore. I still have a lot of them. I don't really know what to do with them. I collect hats, I guess. That's green. I don't really know what else. Anyway, I collect also vinyl records, which you'll see in a few minutes, and cassette tapes, which you'll see in a few more minutes. So I was saying to my roommates, hey, why? I also have some speakers that I was given, so hey, why don't I? Let me pull one of these speakers out. Oops. I don't know if they're high quality, but whoops. Hey, if it's free, it's for me. There's my drawing of my coworkers. Let's see, guess which one's me? Anyway. Let me put my stuff back. As I was saying. Gosh, I got so much stuff on here. Saying, hey, let me set up like a surround sound system kind of thing where we could use my vinyl records, cassette tapes, and my other friend collects CDs. The CDs. So I was looking online to see if there's any good quality uh music player that plays vinyls, cassettes, and CDs. You're not gonna get that. Like for the price of versatility, the audio quality dips. Hence, I decided to look online for good vinyl players because my boombox, which is in the thumbnail, is a pretty good cassette tape. It has good audio. I use that as a normal speaker. Like if I'm at a function or if I'm going to the beach or whatever, this and that, I'll bring the boombox because it's high quality. Um, but the vinyl record I have is just some random crappy one off Amazon. I barely use it because those ones do damage your vinyls. Hey, if you're watching this and you have a vinyl record from Amazon or something, do not use that shit. It will damage your vinyls in the long run. Anyway, I looked online. I was like, oh, all the high quality ones are $500. I do have $500, but I don't have $500 I could just spend on a vinyl player. So I went on eBay, found a high quality one, which I'll display here. Actually, no, I have it right here. You can see it in the box. The Audio Technica AT-LP60X. Those normally go, I'll display it here, for $400. I found it for 90. Shout out to whoever I bought it to on eBay. You're a guy. I love you. Wow. Anyway, one down. Well, two down. We just need a CD player, which my friend said he has a a radio that plays CDs and cassettes. I'll see the quality on that because who knows. Anyway, let's get into the vinyls because I have quite a few. Until I move, I'm not gonna get like a high quality stand or anything. I've gone through. I used to have like a big box made from planks that I built, but I didn't like that because it took up too much space. Like it was like it's probably like the size of my monitor, which I think is a 27-inch. Like it was that long and like maybe 10 inches wide. So it was like taking up like a whole portion of my desk. So then I got like a metal stand that I built, but I built it a little off, so it was crooked. And I was like, so then I ended up getting this. It's a little box that holds all my vinyls. Well, it has handles. I don't know why I didn't hold it by handles. And then I use my other boxes to hold my shoes because I have a lot of shoes. I also collect shoes. Let's see if you can see the shoes. No, that's my laundry. I don't want you look at my laundry, you freaks. Anyway, I have a lot of shoes. I think I have like upwards of 40 pairs of shoes. A lot of which are Nike. I'm trying to get away from Nike shoes. Um, just because I have so much of them and I'm trying not to like repeat brands. I'm trying to get I thrift a lot. Like I thrifted this shirt. I'm not in Pike. Um, I'm not in a frat. But you can't call me the king of farts if you're dyslexic. I'm the king of farts. What was I saying? I thrift a lot. Well, not a lot. When I go thrifting, I thrift enough for the next like 6 months to like fill the empty desire to consume greed, which I feel with thrifting instead of overconsumption of mass produced uh, clothing articles such as Nike. Um. Anyway, maybe I should get into these vinyls. Which, disclaimer, I've not opened all of these. As I was saying, I don't use the vinyl player that much because it damages the vinyls. I also another disclaimer. Some of these were like gifts and stuff, and people just know I collect stuff. They don't know who I listen to, and I'm not gonna like return them. I'll eventually listen to them. Um, but I just haven't got around to it, or I just don't want to listen to it. Anyway, their first one up. This one was actually a gift. The Avalanches, as I left you. I'll also put it on the screen on the left while I talk about them. This one was a birthday gift from my boss. We did, we like, I work at a local company, the bakery I talked about before. Um, for some reason, we just decided like for like birthday and Christmases to just give each other vinyl records. I don't remember who started it. I think it was him. I think it was yeah, my first on the first my second birthday working there, I think. He was like, "Here, the Avalanches. I really recommend this record, which has a track with MF Doom. What is it? I can't remember which one it was. I don't remember which one it is. I listened to it. It's a pretty good track. They kind of just it's kind of similar to like what Daft Punk does with all the sampling or whatever. But you know like when you're if you ever like played with like FL Studio or any like of those beats makers where you're just like kind of like that more instead of like Daft Punk's like all this techno stuff. It's more like beats. If you do want to listen to a record off this or song off this record, I do recommend Frontier Psychiatrist. Um, that's the one I was drawn to most, even more so than the MF Doom record track. I'm not sure why. I just was. Anyway, goodbye Avalanches. Second one. This is one of my first finals. Arctic Monkeys, Favorite Worst Nightmare. Uh, I got this because 505 was trending at the time, and I was like 15. Um, but there's a lot of good songs on this record. Fluorescent Adolescence is good. Uh, Brainstorm or Brian Storm. D is for Dangerous. Only Ones Who Know. I think Only Ones Who Know should be in 505's place. I don't care. 505, it's good. I just think Only Ones Who Know deserves that spot. Goodbye Arctic Monkeys. This is going to take a while, holy. This is another. I think I had this one for a while. BC Boys, License to Ill. God, I fucking love this. So, when I was in middle school, I was in my, like, you know, I think I talked about this before. Fast rap is better than this mumble rap bull. Um, like, I was really into Eminem, Logic, what's his name? Jordan Lucas. For some reason I wasn't into Kendrick. I don't know why. Um, and I found Beast Boys, or Beastie Boys. Sorry. Um, not found them. I heard them in. I was rewatching movies on the Amazon Alexa show. You know the one with the screen. The Ninja Turtle Michael Bay Ninja Turtles live action movie was on, and No Sleep to Brooklyn was in. I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of tough. So then I listened to the whole album, loved it. Um, I've had this record for a long time, like you can see, Dent. Uh, for one of my spirit weeks at school, I'll pull it up a picture. It was I don't remember the theme, but I just dressed up as like an '80s rapper, '80s slash early '90s rapper, like bucket hat, chain, glasses. I carried around this all day for whatever reason. I don't know why. Anyway, some songs I'd recommend off this. Brass Monkey's always good. Girls, as sexist as it is, it's catchy. Uh, Goodbye, Beetle, Beetle Boys, BC Boys, which is into the next track, the Beatles, Abbey Road. I just haven't opened this because it's the Beatles. Everyone's with the Beatles, and this one's late, newer one, so I haven't really opened it because I'm like I'm not gonna play it. I won't open it yet. Um, I don't have much to say about the Beatles. I did go through a little Beatles phase when the Yesterday movie came out. Um, but that was about it. Uh, I like some of their music because it's like weird, kind of experimental for their time. Um, and they're obviously one of the most influential bands because they were kind of like the first band to do it. Um, songs I'd recommend off this track, "Come Together," "Carry That Weight," really. Uh, Everyone knows "Here Comes the Sun" from the B movie. Like the B movie made that song. Let's be honest. Anyway, by the Beatles. Next, uh, you're in the wrong section, pal. Do I have it organized by? I have it organized by artist. Okay, you're in the right section. "Awaken My Love," Childish Gambino. Another one of my older records. Is there a poster in here? I love me my posters. I've I'm a huge Tyler fan. Tyler the Creator. Um, every poster I've gotten from every vinyl or any other thing is currently on this wall on my left, which sucks because I don't want to take it off because I don't want to rip any of them. I literally have one for each album besides Goblin and Bastard, um, and the Grinch album. I'm trying to get that one. So I'm trying to get all his records on vinyl or whatever I can get them on. So far I have all of them except for Bastard and the Grinch. Uh, anyway, "Awaken My Love." I've not listened to this track in a long time. I'll be honest. Everyone knows Redbone. Everyone knows "Me and Your Mama." Um, I just sound like a poser recommending those songs. Let's see if I remember anything else. Da, 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 da. I remember Riot being good. So if you haven't heard, I mean, obviously I recommend the whole track. It's pretty good. I love the R&B rap fusion he's got going on here, which it was produced with Ludwig Göransson a lot, which pretty sure that's the movie soundtrack guy that does like that works with what's his name, Ryan Coogler a lot. I'll fact check that post. Yeah, let's see what's next. What's next? Okay, another newer one. That's why it's not open. Green Day. I love Green Day. One of the first or only bands still standing on business today, if you know what I mean. So American Idiot. Everyone knows American Idiot. And Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I feel like they know Wake Me Up When September Ends as well. So I'd recommend Jesus of Suburbia. I feel like people know that one too. But that's my favorite track off this record, not counting American Idiot. Goodbye, Green Day. Green Day, rip off his cock. Oh. Now we're in the J's. JPEG Mafia, I Lay Down My Life. This album came out last summer. Thank you. What was a Brat summer for everyone else was a JPEG Mafia summer for me. Some of this, some tracks I recommend off this. JPEG Ultra featuring Denzel Curry. I love you, Denzel Curry. Either on or off the drugs. Those ones are insane. Where was I? And now this is my very first record, and it's embarrassing. Juice WRLD's Death Race for Love. This one I was just it was my 8th grade graduation gift. I was a very big Juice WRLD fan. It was kind of right after Well, no, I did think he's kind of like more of a lyrical than mumble rapper, so I was like, he's better than everyone else. And I was in my all girls are the same uh era. Um, songs I recommend off this: Syphilis, uh, She's the One. I've not listened to Shrill in a long time. I won't lie. I don't really remember a lot of this. Where did I put the JPEG track? You're in the wrong section, JPEG. Wait, no, you're not. Okay, now Entitled Unmastered. Same color as my eyes. This one I think I got for my 18th birthday. And I won't lie, I don't remember the difference between the songs. So I don't really know what to recommend. But I like the concept and the idea of releasing a CP slash album of stuff you didn't like finish. I feel like more rappers should do that. Tyler. Who else would be good for that? No, I just really like Tyler. uh, Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick. I feel like everyone, or at least, why is the wasn't placed back in properly? Sorry. Um, Everyone knows a few songs of this. Everyone knows Swimming Pools Drank. Uh, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Money Trees, Poetic Justice. Um, if I recommend Compton off this, or aka Master Splinter's Daughter. Those are my other favorites besides the big ones. Let's see what we got. This is another one of my older vinyls. Ooh. Oh, also, when you start collecting, make sure you know what you're doing. Um, for some of my cassettes, I threw the holders away. Don't do that. They need those. Anyway, King Crimson, Court of the King, Crimson King. Love this album. Um, what's the song? Everything off this album's really good. I'd recommend listening to the whole album, honestly, rather than just a single song. Um, Story behind this. I'm a big. I was just saying, I collect manga. Only have one JoJo manga because they're big and take up a lot of space. But JoJo got me into a lot of music. Thank you, Araki. Um, Including King Crimson and some other people that we go to. Green Day also being included, which I made a Green Day JoJo joke earlier. Uh, who else? The Beatles are in there, I think. Prince. Uh, Lady Gaga is in JoJo. A lot of people. Anyway, where'd it go? Here. Um, Logic. My dad got this one for me for Christmas. He said, "Don't open it because it's a collector's item that goes for a lot of money." It does go for quite a bitty betty, if you know what I'm saying. Logic was one of the people I liked during my lyrical rap phase. Be Early on, Logic, so good when he's just rapping about being like a little nerd, and now just like I'm mixed. We know Logic. Um, he's a cool guy. Just we get it anyway. Ooh, another good one. Faces, Mac Miller. This one's this one has 4 records in here, and I love what they did here. This this was the first uh Mac Miller project I listened to full set, I believe, because I believe it's a re-release of the sorts in 2022, maybe 2023. I don't remember. They each one, well, that's green, so you can really see it. Each one's like a different color that's on the album in some way. It's really nice. I really love the colors. Simple art, quick little abstract. Um, what's the name of the track I recommend? It was like, "Am I alive? Am I?" Let me pull it up. Because there's no track list on here. Um, but whenever I'm in like a more chilling mood, or I'm with friends, or we're having like a deep talk, like I was saying at the beach, I bring my boombox. I'll always put the song on. What is it called? Yeah, the bonus track. Yeah, San Francisco is also pretty good. Um, is that all? An M? No, that was the first M. Second M. Didn't have a final collection without MF Doom. So I actually have two of these of food. A little funny story. So they had like a little collector's edition one. So I got one that I gave to my friends that I bought myself. I was like, I'm giving this one to you for when we live together. So I was like, I want this one. I want to give it to my friends, and so we all have it. And then my parents gave me this one, and then the same collector's one. So my parents gave me two of food. Nothing wrong with that. I gave the other one to my boss. As I was saying, we did the little gift thing. Um, food, custom green. Another one I haven't opened because I don't want to mess this one up. Ones I recommend off this. Everyone knows hoe cakes. Everyone knows one beer. Um, everyone knows rat snitches. I'd say either vomit, spit, um, maybe deep fried friends. Those are some of my recommendations. And then here we go. Here we go. My Chemical Romance. Welcome to Black Parade. This is another last Christmas gift. I've been really into My Chemical Romance lately. I don't know why. I'm trying to like listen to a little less rap, I think, and my brain or I chose to go towards Daft Punk, System of a Down, My Chemical Romance, a few other people. Um, the track I recommend off this album. Everyone knows Back Parade. Cancer is probably my favorite song off this album. Um, I just have a lot of memories with that song, honestly. Okay, which one's next? Food, romance. I don't know why I opened this one. This one's also a new one, but show of hands, Metro Boomin. I don't know why I opened this. Metro Boomin and Future, or not show of hands. Show of hands, the song on here. That's the song I was going to recommend with A$AP Rocky. We still don't trust you, Metro Boomin and Future. Um, I don't really have a lot to say about this album. It's a calm little album. Um, Metro Boomin, good producer, just definitely groundbreaking. Here we go. Miles Davis, Hank Jones, Sam Jones, Art Blakely, something else. Or is it by? I don't know who's the main artist. I guess it's Cannonball. So I guess I should put this in A. Anyway, um, little jazz album I picked up from somewhere. I don't really remember where I got this one. I think this was also a Christmas gift. Um, this one, Autumn Leaves. It's the first track on here, but Autumn Leaves. Any Autumn Leaves rendition is good. Um, what I normally do each season I have a playlist for Autumn Leaves. Usually one of the first songs I play when fall comes. Um, the Frank Sinatra one's good. I prefer the instrumental more than the lyrical ones, especially when it comes to jazz. I just like instruments rather than them singing over it. Like what's another example? Um, the one song it's been a long, long time. It was an end game, like "Kiss Me Once" or "Kiss Me Twice." I just prefer the jazz instrumental version. Anyway, um, Ready to Die, Biggie. Another new one I haven't opened. Um, Everyone knows Big Papa. Also, I don't really have a lot to say about this album. I'm on the Jukebox better than Biggie side. Sorry. It's not like I don't like Biggie. I just haven't been. I just didn't really. I just haven't really got much into him as I have Tupac. Um, this one, Suicidal Thoughts. I feel like most people know that one. It's just that's my favorite one off this track. Okay. Where's Big IG? There we go. Boingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. Another JoJo reference. That's what is this one? Boingo Boingo Brothers from Part 3. Um, if you're not gonna listen to Dead Man's Party, which is the title track, I would say listen to Weird Science or Stay. Um, these Boingo Bongos, I don't really know how to explain them. They're weird. Um, they're interesting. I don't really know what's going on. Cover art, a little fiesta going on here. They're not Mexican. Oh, I never noticed this. Respect the classic, straight from the crib to red vinyl. I didn't peep that when I bought this. I don't know how I didn't. Let's put that. What's next? Oh, here we go. Oh wow, this one's dusty. I need to clean this. Pink Floyd. Um, why am I forgetting the name of the record? Excuse me, I sneezed. Eclipse. Why did I forget that? Right? Anyway. Um, songs I recommend off this. Either the Great Gig in the Sky, Money, or Time. This one's so like dusty, like this looks like implemented into the record. I don't know what happened there. Where was I? OP. Purple Rain. Uh, both of those last two records picked up at Walmart. If you want to start a collection easy, Walmart and Target have a lot. Um, Purple Rain. I've not watched the movie. Let me know if I should. Um, honestly, this is another album I recommend listening to. The whole thing. It's amazing. Great guitar solos. I believe that, and I stand on this. I believe that like Jackson's like popularity, I think Prince should have been there. In my opinion, Prince is more talented, more versatile. Not saying Michael Jackson's bad, just like you. It's been 30 minutes. Holy shit, this is gonna be a long video. Uh, it's kind of like it's like it's like a steak and a better steak. I want the better steak, and this is the better steak in my opinion. You can think Michael Jackson's better, and I won't be mad because it's not the wrong opinion. I just think it's better. Anyway, Scenery by Ryo Fuki. I don't know how Fukui. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. This is one of my favorite jazz albums. Um, another Autumn Leaves rendition on here. But the songs I recommend are I Want to Talk About You and Autumn Leaves. I was saying there's no bad rendition of Autumn Leaves. Oh, get back to there. What's next? This one's another new one I haven't opened yet. Sade. Uh, she's now also a JoJo reference. In the latest JoJo part with the Smooth Operator. Uh, I haven't listened to this track in a long time, so besides Smooth Operator, I don't really remember any of these songs. Sorry. Another one I haven't opened because I haven't really got around to. A Santana track. What one is this? Does it have a name? Oh, here. Supernatural, Santana. Uh, Maria's on here, but I feel like that's the most known Santana song, or one of the most known ones. Love of My Life. I remember that one being good. I just listened to a bunch of him on my vacation. Um, Santana's fun. I don't really know what to classify him as, but he does great guitar solos, great guitar playing. Anyway, another one of my first records. Never mind the bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. God. Um, I went through a big Sex Pistol phase in sophomore years for some reason, and then more punk phase in junior year. And I'm going through a little another kind of punk phase right now. Punk's not gonna leave me. Um, Songs I'd recommend off this are Holidays in the Sun, Liar. Actually, no, this is another track I recommend listening to the whole thing. I think this is a very influential album in the punk scene slash rock scene. They're one of my favorite artists. Here we go. Tupac or One Thug. The one I haven't opened because it's new. And uh, there's a lot on here that I would recommend. So, I mean, all these are good. Two America's Most Wanted, California Love, So Many Tears, I'm At Ya, How Do You Want It, Trapped, Changes, Hail Mary, Unconditional Love, Dear Mama, Recitation. I like all of these. So I guess I recommend the whole album. But my favorite, I would say, How Do You Want It, Changes, and Dear Mama. And now we're getting in the Tyler area. Igor. God. So if I start with Tyler, I didn't really discover him till kind of late freshman year. Not discover, but get into. Um, it wasn't even Igor or anything like that. Actually, no, it would have been early freshman year, I guess. Shout out Josh. Josh put me on to a bunch of songs from Cherry Bomb, and I was like, wow, this is really good. Um, then I went through my first high school breakup. I listened to Igor like 4 times through. That's just what it's known for. That's what Igor's known for. My favorite tracks off here, probably Puppets, Boys Again, and What's Good. I used to really like New Magic Wand, but after seeing it live so many times, I could only like listen to it live. Like it just doesn't feel the same not hearing it live. Like being in those pits. I've seen him live 4 times now. Just being in those pits, it's just so. Oh, God. Anyway, Goblin. This is when I buy this. I don't remember. I think I bought this last summer. Um, I just haven't played this because I don't want my brother accidentally hearing the lyrics because old Tyler's something. Anyway, everyone knows She, everyone knows Yonkers. Most Tyler fans know Sandwiches and Radicals and Tron Cat, and her. But I recommend Radicals. Radicals is one of my favorite Tyler songs, period, not just off that track. And here we go, Cherry Bomb. This one isn't official. I got this off a vinyl resale site. But I do have an official one coming. The one he did is re-release, so I'll have 2 Cherry Bomb albums. Which ones do I recommend? I love a lot of Cherry Bomb. I love Death Camp. I love Cherry Bomb. I love Find Your Wings, Blow Your Load, Two-Seater. Fucking Young Perfect. Fucking Young slash Perfect. That's one of my. No, wait, no, it's Smuckers. Smuckers is my favorite song of all time. It's my most streamed song. I did a project where I went over a bunch of like for my what my theory of knowledge class was basically like a philosophy class. We had a art is a knowledge of thinking, so we had to like choose 5 pieces of art and go through it. So I chose Smuckers, Igor. Like I did the whole album and analyzed the whole album of Igor. My favorite lyrics from Smuckers, which is Big Step. The music video of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Um, all of OK and Computer, and all of Scaring the Hose by Jetpack Mafia. Anyway, Wolf. I like Wolf. I just haven't really got into it that much. I've listened to it a bunch of times. I have it on vinyl. and cassette. I just haven't really been able to like lock into it like I have the other albums. Um, Favorite tracks off this? I fucking hate you. That was another big one during my breakups and other shenanigans. Uh oh, Colossus. Colossus is another one of my favorite Tyler songs. I was just at work earlier and Colossus came on, and it's one of those songs where I kind of feel like it's on because I had a coworker like standing right next to me, and if you know the first lyric, you know the first lyric. Anyway, Flower Boy. Uh, I usually really like Flower Boy. I'm kind of like going away from it. I don't know why. I don't like it as much as I used to. Um, Favorite tracks off this, probably I feel like they're all pretty mainstream. Uh, Boredom. Who that boy? That's about it. It is the album that like got him up there, so you know. Call Me If You Get Lost. This is the first album that he released when I was like considering myself a fan. Boy, was I a fan. I was driving up to Georgia, with my family the week it released. Listened to it on loop, way to, way back. I believe it's my most streamed album on Spotify. Um, I honestly loved every record off this track. Um, in all honesty, Sweet Slash I Thought I Wanted You to Dance. I Thought You Wanted to Dance. I kind of grew a part of. It's another song I prefer hearing live. It's also just really long. Wilshire or Wilshire. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Just like, oh my god. And like every other song is just like hit after hit. Just, oh, you like that one? Here's another one. It's like, oh, you like. Why am I blanking on the names? I look like a poser. You like Corso? Here's Juggernaut. You like Juggernaut? Here's Lemonheads. You like Lemonheads? Well, guess what? Here's the estate sale. I don't have the estate sale version. I wish I did, but again, I don't want to just have two of the same. Um, so off the original, I recommend, or my favorites are, Juggernaut, Lemonhead, Corso, and Massa. Off the estate sale, which came out on my birthday, on my 18th birthday. Oh, or was it my 17th? My 17th birthday. I was like, best birthday yet ever. Dogtooth. Dogtooth. I That was my most streamed song in 2023. Love it. I went to his show, which I talked about in one of my last videos. They started a mosh pit to Dogtooth. I'm just trying to sing Dogtooth and people moshing. I was with my friend and his glasses got knocked off his face, and I like give him space to find his glasses. Anyway, Chromacopia. Can't really see it. This came out last year. Um, my thoughts have kind of. I talked highly about it when it first dropped. It's not that my thoughts have. Is it just purple? No. Yeah, just purple. Um, it's not that my thoughts have dwindled on it. It's just I feel like this is an album you just have to listen to through for most of the songs because it's just that way. My favorite songs off this are "Thought I Was Dead." I didn't like "Thought I Was Dead" at first. I don't know what was wrong with me. Like the beat is insane. Um, what else? Noid. That was the announcement track. When that dropped, I was walking to and from class from my dorm. It was on loop. Like it was left shoulder, right shoulder. And I was just like at the crosswalk. I'm like, hey, hey, it's sticky. I don't care if it's a radio song or whatever or a big hit. That one part where it's like, hey, hey, hey. I get into it, yeah. And I love hearing Sticky live. When I heard it live, I lost my friends because I was just we were in the pit, by the way. We were just going crazy. We were dancing, and I was there was people doing cartwheels and shit. And I was low-key throwing it back. I don't care. I was like, "Mm." And I lost my friends. I had to find him when because when he does sticky, it's when he goes from the main stage to the middle stage, and I lost my friends. I was like, where are you guys? Meet me at the water. Anyway, Weezer. Uh-oh. This is another one I got last summer. And this is one of the main pictures on my Hinge account. Look, you can see me. Um, I went through a big Weezer phase. I want to say 2023, maybe 2022. Well, no, it was end of sophomore year, so it would have been 2023. Um, this is another album. I really like Weezer. Pinkerton is their favorite album, my favorite album from them. Blue Album's classic. I recommend every song of this really. I mean, I'm not the biggest Surf Wax America fan. I don't know, I just don't really like that song. Everything else, I rock with. And we're getting on the last track here. Why? Wait, how do I do this? ST, so it'd be here. This is another one of my oldest tracks. Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. My dad introduced me to them in pretty early in my high school career with Cream. But my favorite parts are the Mystery to Chess Boxing parts, songs, and Method Man. And Protect Your Neck. Protect Your Neck's also really good. And that marks the end of the vinyl records. We're gonna go to the cassettes now. It is similar to the vinyls. I also have a lot of cassettes. Not as much. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 22 vinyl records and 40 minutes of footage for vinyls. So you just did so much I have more of. Say hi, ready. For the cassettes, these are a lot of ones where they're gifts from family and they didn't know really what to get me. So they just kind of got me whatever. But I listen to most of these. Some of them are like, thanks. I do appreciate them, and I'll listen to them for fun. Just like, they're kind of whatever albums, you know what I mean? So first, we have a Swimming, Mac Miller. This was the second Mac Miller track I listened to all the way through, besides Faces. And this is a beautiful produced album, beautiful album. And it's the first song, mainstream song, most popular song, Come Back to Earth. I just have a lot of memories of that song. I know it's the most popular one. I don't care. Next we have Through Gifts. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye. I think this is another song. I mean, album I've listened to the whole thing. I can't really say there's a bad track off this album. All of them are good, really. Like even the interlude's good. Like All the Lights is insane. But I gotta say my favorite track is Monster. I mean only because of Nicki Minaj's verse. Pull up in Monster on the real gangster. The bad bitch that came for Sri Lanka. Yeah. Now we get into it. Scaring the Huzz. Who cracked it? Who cracked my tape, bro? Did they break it? No. Okay. Scaring the Huzz, JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. This came out, was it 2023? I think it came out 2023. It came out same, yeah. And this was arguably my favorite song of the year. And like, look at this cassette art, bro. It's sick. This action will scare the Huzz. Proceed. I also have a little flash drive that's shaped like a vape. That's from Scaring the Huzz. And I had a Scaring the Huzz shirt, but thing about JPEG, he makes really cheap merch. which I appreciate, but it's also cheap. The shirt lasted maybe a year before it ripped in the laundry machine. And only when a shirt rips, I like cut off the sleeves, but it ripped like in the torso area, which I guess I could like use like a jacket and it'd be like a nice little like detailed fit. But anyway, favorite tracks off Scaring the Hose are Kingdom Hearts Key. I've recommended Kingdom Hearts Key to so many people who don't know who JPEG is. They love it. Or maybe they're lying to me. I don't know. Step a Pig. I think actually this is another track I recommend listening to the whole thing. It's pretty short. It's only like 40 minutes. And the cover art's cool too. It's like one of those like 80s action movies, kind of like a Dolomite movie. Good next. Graduation, Kanye. I'd say I don't really have a lot to say about this album. Big Brother, Good Life, Drunken Hot Girls, and obviously Flashing Lights, I Wonder, Champion, Stronger. A lot of bangers in that one, yeah. Just don't have a lot to say about it. This one my parents got from just like the thrift, I think. Rolling Stones Greatest Hits, right? Or Big Hits Volume 2. Painted Black, one of their biggest songs, but I really like She's a Rainbow. I don't know why. Yeah, this is an old record. Like, look how like beat and torn up it is. See that? The letters are fading. I don't know how old this is. There's another gift. Elvis, You'll Never Walk Alone. I Must Pray. I think this is a worship album. I don't really know any songs off this. I haven't got to it yet. So I don't really have anything to recommend. But Elvis is Elvis. He's cool. He's cool. What is this? Hammer. Too Legit to Quit. NC Hammer. I haven't got to this one yet either. I don't know. And this one also looks like it's from the thrift store. Or is this just tape? No, that's just because they taped it and I had to rip the tape off and kind of damage the packaging. What do I know of this one? I don't really know that much off this one either. I just haven't got around to this one either. I think this is Yeezus. Yeah. This is one of my first cassette tapes, I believe. I mean the packaging's minimal, but I gotta admit I like it. I gotta say Black Skinhead. I don't really know what else. This one was sitting under my dresser for I don't know how long. And I didn't find it till I moved my dresser. I was like, oh shit, that's where it went. Blink-182. 9? Is it 9? I haven't got to this one either yet. I don't know why. I can't really even read the art on here. It's for the first time, Happy Days, Heaven, Dark Side, Blame It on My Youth, Generational. The Answer Dance or Prince. Black Rain. I do like the cassette itself. Like it's got like this pink little like metallic. Just I haven't got to this one either. Because I was using my cassette player for the cassettes mostly last summer when I was in my dorm with my other roommate because he was chill with it. Excuse me. The roommate I was with for fall to spring semester to now, or I moved out with, he wasn't chill with it, so I didn't really use cassettes. I just was listening to music on my computer or phone. Anyway, another one of my first vinyls, the Bohemian Rhapsody track. This sort of I had a big Queen phase at one point too. This is basically just a greatest hits mashup of Queen. Uh, just want to make sure the songs I like are on here. Don't Stop Me Now is my favorite Queen song. Gotta say it. Somebody to Love, Fat Bottom Girls, and of course Bohemian Rhapsody is the title track. But Fat Bottom Girls live in Paris. What's next? Wolf. I already talked about Wolf. Mac Miller, Best Day Ever. Don't really have a lot to say about this. I haven't really listened to it in a long time, but I like Donald Trump's song. I like the song with really what's it called? Keep Floating. I don't really remember the rest of these. Oh no. Who is this? Another one I haven't got it to. Hug Kingpin, The Firm. I don't really know much about this one. Haven't got to it. A lot of these were Christmas gifts, so I haven't really got a chance. I do like this cassette though. Nice little crimson red. It's orange and then light, but another one I haven't got to. Another Green Day album, Saviors. Do I know anything about this? I know American Dream is Killing Me. So I don't really know. When did this come out? This doesn't say. I like collecting cassettes because they all have like interesting art on here. Well, I assume this is interesting. Like this is just like to measure like where it is. It says 150, 0. To like show you like where you are and which tape. I haven't seen that on any of my tapes though. I mean, maybe it's on some other ones. This is another gift one because like they didn't know what to give me. The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 soundtrack, which I'm not gonna complain because James Gunn makes banger soundtracks. The cassette design's kind of lame. It's just like a silvery gray. Nope. But probably Creep Acoustic. Acoustic. I don't know why I said acoustic. I mean, I really recommend every song off here. Yeah, I mean, it's not an album, but every song on here is really good. Uh, Since You've Been Gone. I mean, this put me onto a lot of new songs. I mean, especially by people I listen to. Like Reasons by Earth, Wind and Fire, really good. Do You Realize, Flaming Lips. Crazy on You by Heart, Since You've Been Gone, Rainbow. All really good. It's a banger soundtrack. And then another one of my first finals, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. This one, I used to have a little cassette player in like middle school, like a Walkman. And whenever I would get grounded, I would just carry these around. Listen to this. So I was listening to Guardians of the Galaxy, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Yeezus. Those were the first three I had, I believe. Yeah. And they're the only three I had for a while, to be honest. Cherry Bomb by the Runaways. I mean, these are all good songs again. Moonage Daydream. I'm Not in Love. That's probably my favorite one off there. Then we got this was in a package, but I separated them just to fit in my little holder, which I'll try to get on camera. I don't know if I can. Wu-Tang Clan Forever. There's a lot. Like Cash Still Rules on tape 2, or I guess this is the second disc, or Or this is cassette 1. What's this thing? This. Dog shit on cassette 2. This is I haven't really listened to the album that much. I don't really know. And these all are new ones I just got. Henri, Timely, really into city pop. And there's a lot of city pop cassettes and vinyls on sale, but this was like a really cheap one. A lot of them are like from the 80s and from Japan, so they're expensive. Everything on here is Japanese, I believe. I don't know if it's the original packaging, but songs I recommend off this. I do recommend the whole album, actually. You Are Not Alone, I Can't Stop the Loneliness, China's Boy, Remember Summer Days, and Windy Summer. So that's basically the whole album, really. And then these three I literally just got the other day, or yesterday, since I got home. So we have a Daft Punk. I think is this the title track? I mean, self-titled. Yeah. I don't know if these are official or not. But I got 3 records or 3 tapes, all for $20. They look good. They have like little Daft Punk art on them. I haven't opened it yet. Anyway, so off the Daft Punk album, I honestly think I recommend listening to all the Daft Punk albums all the way through. My favorite songs off self-titled: Digital Love, Something About Us, Status Quo, Voyager, Face to Face, Too Long. Again, like a majority of the record. Anyway. Random Access Memories. I think these are official. They say Sony Music, so. Yeah, they have like little cool artwork on them and everything like that. I really want to get a Daft Punk helmet, like just to have. I don't care like which one. Like I fuck with both of them. Uh, GRGO, uh, Instant Crush, Losers Have to Dance, Touch, Fragments of Time. Doing it right, like again, majority of the track or record, and then the last cassette, last tape, long ass video, Homework. And I can't lie, this is the one that I've visited the least or listened to the least. I can't see the artwork on this. It looks like candy apple red. The Funk I like. Around the World, Rock and Roll, Revolution 909, Alive, Funk Ad. Again, majority of the whole track. I've really been into Daft Punk lately. I believe they're my most streamed artist of the year so far. Like normally it's Tyler every year. But right now it's Daft Punk. I think I have like 1,200 minutes listened to them. And then like only 800 minutes listened to Tyler. Anyway, that was my cassette collection. What time is it? 7:50. Anyway, my name's Chewy. Thank you for coming to Chewy Chat. And